Manny Pacquiao has just joined Gervonta Tank Davis in training, and the boxing world is stunned. Alongside legendary coach Calvin Ford, Pacquiao is now helping Tank prepare for his highly anticipated fight against Jake Paul. But here's the twist: rumors are swirling that the fight might not even happen. Some say Tank could be forced to step out of the bout entirely. Still, Pacquiao's sudden move to train with Davis feels like a message to the world. This fight is real, and Jake Paul isn't ready for this version of Tank Davis.
Anyway, when you beat Barrios, what's next? Are you going to fight Ryan Garcia, Haney, Lopez, Gervonta Davis? Are you ready to go through these fights?
One at a time.
But you want those guys.
We'll see. We'll see. I always, I cannot say after this I'm going to fight like.
Pacquiao arrived in Los Angeles earlier this week and immediately linked up with Tank's team. They've already begun light training sessions focused on movement, timing, and ring IQ. Coach Calvin Ford says Pacquiao's presence has brought a different kind of focus to the gym. And Pacquiao, he's made his stance crystal clear. I believe Gervonta wins. It won't be brutal, it's an exhibition, but no YouTuber beats real fight experience. He pointed to Tank's win over Mario Barrios as proof that skill can overcome size. Real fighters are built different, Pacquiao said. Tank knows how to fight smart. That's what will beat Jake.
They could have figured out a fight. You know he's fast. Is
Gervonta part of your plans down the future?
Remember, in boxing, speed is the key.
The timing, though, couldn't be more complicated. Rumors of negotiations falling apart have been circulating for weeks now. A new civil lawsuit in Miami-Dade County threatens to derail everything. Filed on October 8th, it accuses Tank of a serious incident involving an ex-girlfriend at a Miami nightclub. According to court documents, the woman claims the incident occurred in the early hours of October 27th, and that she's now suffering from anxiety and thought it's a civil case. Not criminal, meaning Tank isn't facing jail time right now, but the timing couldn't be worse.
You guys can look into it. I didn't, you know me, I don't really speak about stuff outside the ring, but now I have to since it affects the ring, okay, and what happens in the ring. The fight may be canceled. It's a civil suit from my understanding, and I don't want to, confuse you guys or misinform you guys. I didn't.
Unfortunately, this isn't new territory for Gervonta Davis. His career has been shadowed by a string of legal issues, including one from July that's still unresolved. Many are now wondering, how much longer can his career survive these constant storms? Meanwhile, Jake Paul's team is already working on contingency plans, and there's a name being floated: Ryan Garcia. Boxing insider Chris Mannix reports that Paul's team has already sent Garcia an offer to step in if Tank withdraws, and that, on its own, has blown up the internet.
Paul versus Tank Davis, November the 14th fight is off. The Jake Paul team have now reached out to Anthony Joshua, Floyd Mayweather, Ryan Garcia, and Edgar Berlanga to replace Tank Davis, who is being sued for.
Fans remember Garcia's 2023 showdown with Tank, a sold-out Las Vegas spectacle that ended with a vicious body shot knockout. That fight made millions, and it made both men mainstream stars. But Garcia's journey since then? It's been a roller coaster. He returned earlier this year to fight Rolly Romero in Times Square, started strong, but faded late, losing by decision. Now 27. Garcia's been searching for redemption, and this Jake Paul offer could be his ticket back to the spotlight. Behind the scenes, Garcia has also been chasing another dream, a fight with Manny Pacquiao himself. In an interview with The Ring, he said, "I've wanted to fight the legendary Manny Pacquiao for a while. We talked before, and it fell through. But if he wants to throw down, let's do it." Pacquiao, now 46, has been active again, even helping Tank prepare. And after his strong showing against Barrios, fans know he's still got it. So, when Garcia called him out, it got everyone talking again.
I think of Jake Paul, Gervonta Davis. I know on Instagram you called it a circus.
Yeah, this is boxing is slowly turning into the WWE. That's what I think.
Does Tank Davis have a chance?
Yes, but
yeah?
I don't even want to talk about it. Don't ask me questions like that again.
Garcia didn't stop there. He even explained why he thinks he'd beat Pacquiao. "Manny's style fits perfectly into mine," Garcia said. "I'm a counterpuncher. I'd capitalize on his mistakes and knock him out like Marquez did. All respect to him, but I dominate." He even hinted at a December fight date. "If Manny wants big money, let's do it." If not, I'll rematch Rolly. Either way, I'm fighting. But if Tank Davis really steps away from the Jake Paul fight, the dominoes start falling fast. Ryan Garcia could slide in.
Is this really the case? It has been reported by a couple of online periodicals, and if this is the case, then it says something about influencer, crossover and exhibition boxing. Because the reports are that the Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis fight is light by 6,000 tickets.
Or in a twist nobody expected, Manny Pacquiao himself could take that spot. Pacquiao's training commitment shows he believes something big is still happening. It's hard to imagine him joining Tank's camp for a fight that isn't going forward. That's why many fans still believe Jake Paul versus Tank Davis is happening, one way or another. But the drama doesn't end there. Promoters and networks are already scrambling. Showtime, longtime partners of Tank Davis, are reportedly distancing themselves from the situation.
A legacy for being undefeated. So that's why I'm saying there's going to be a big payout involved to where they say it's a draw. I'm calling it. I'm calling it right here today.
No network wants a PR disaster weeks before fight night. If the case gains more attention, the bout could be quietly canceled, costing millions. Still, in boxing, chaos sells, and right now, chaos is all anyone's talking about. Look at this face-off. One analyst said, Tank's dangerous, but Jake brings attention, and whether people like it or not,
you can't be mad at somebody for doing what they feel is best for them.
Will it impact Tank's legacy if Jake Paul were like to beat him or even like knock him out?
Dude, Tank's a 3-division world champion, 4-time 3-division world champion. At the end of it, bro, you can't take anything away from him.
that attention keeps boxing alive. Even as Tank's legal issues mount, Jake Paul somehow stays at the center of the conversation. If Davis can't fight, Jake will. If not with Tank, maybe with Garcia, maybe even with Pacquiao. Because no matter who steps in, the show always goes on. The sport of boxing has never been messier or more magnetic.
It's an exhibition, but still, Tank versus Jake Paul.
I thought she was going to say Tyson versus Floyd. Damn, she went even lower. I don't like it. I just want them to come out healthy. The reason why I don't like it is because anything could happen. And if anything happens and all of a sudden Tank got to retire because of some kind of weird shoulder injury, trying to punch him, anything could happen. And I would just prefer for
Pacquiao training Tank. Tank under fire. Jake Paul waiting in the shadows. Ryan Garcia circling both. It's a storm of egos, opportunities, and uncertainty. But one thing is for sure, when the dust settles.
I'm not gonna lie, you really got knocked out. Yeah, I really got knocked out. Watch the fight, you idiot. Went 12 rounds. Like, you're weird, bro. Bro didn't even knock me out or even throw punches. That's sad, bro. It's no, bro. I'm coming back. It's gonna be vicious. Like, you guys don't want to see that. You guys are weird, trying to troll me over a fight I didn't even care about.
This face-off, Henry. What are your thoughts?
You're hearing that shit from me. That's cringe. In some weird way, I kind of like
cringe
it.
About it.
He's trying to big man the smaller guy, who the smaller guy to me is dangerous. I think Tank Davis is going to put the hands on him, but I like it, bro. I will say something about Jake Paul.
He's a great boxer, but he ain't gonna be.
So you got Jake Paul by knockout, or?
No, I don't got anybody, but I don't think
He's just too small.
it's just I don't want to beat up somebody that small. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think of the fight?
That is, the gloves. You understand what I'm saying? Because we don't fight in 12-ounce gloves. We don't use 12-ounce gloves. That's training gloves. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's 2 pounds away from
Somebody's getting punched in the face for millions of people to see. So what do you think? Does Tank make it to fight night? Or does Jake Paul end up facing a new rival entirely? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more breaking boxing stories.